a lot of people just fight. Might as well. Quick little refresher on this. Oh, yeah, flamethrowers. Okay. At first I thought I was doing some kind of special move until I realized I was getting killed.
Great.
Nice EX move to get up. And almost take a guy down. Man, enemies on the street are actually getting tougher. Nice. Actually got an EX move on. And it was a group EX move. Sweet. Can I get one more on the ground? Yes. 1,700.
Really, guys?
That's pretty good from one encounter. Oh, actually, while we're traveling then, I might as well travel up to Ibisu Pond really quick. Dang, this one is fast. Oh, that's right, I still have to save up for last attack. Last attack first. There we go.
And stay down.
How close are we? I remember I spent quite a bit. 50,000, yeah. Still quite a ways. Well, at least I got the bonus SP from fights, so that helps. That helps quite a bit. And the more I think about it, and how my times for commentary recordings are kind of tight right now, and probably to help as well with, is that a Nouveau Riche guy or something? Just a single guy on his own. Street boss. That was weird. Just seeing one guy on his own. Might as well have saying was, it may end up, especially with how tough the music used for the dance prelims. Oh, and he's actually got some sweet. And he sells the basic. Cool. Let's sell real quick. Oh, I actually have one? Nice. Got 5 of those. 2 of those. 10. 10. Nice. I believe I used everything else. But anyways, with how tough the enemies are and stuff, I might actually do either a recording of doing some just grinding around town fights and using different fight styles, or I'll do a recording and just at a later time do some recording over it with commentary and talk about probably just some things that are going on, or maybe little bits about the game, different things like that. Kind of debating between those. Definitely let me know what you guys think, and hopefully by the time I have this posted up, I should be caught up on the uploads, because I do have actually a few parts of Far Cry 6 and Lost Judgment that I need to upload. But hopefully I should be caught up after this. Shouldn't pay more attention to that. Otherwise, after I get this upload, I should be back on track. I actually should have all my recorded stuff already uploaded.
Really, guys?
Then I can focus on trying to complete the games, because before the end of the year I do want to complete at least the base game of Far Cry 6, Lost Judgment, and if I can, the Tales of Horizon. Oh yeah, definitely I will have the Vice City completed as well. Vice City Definitive Edition, and I probably will start GTA 3 before the end of 2021. And hopefully start that and finish it before the end of 2021 is my ultimate goal, really. But we'll see. Alright, let's go up to Yokohama 99. Oh, the cute little dog. Nothing to say. Oh, that's right, I forgot we got these jobs on the board. Might do them one of these times.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Yes, regarding the appeal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us. Off the record.
Off the record? What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ahara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really gonna hold the line on it being a deepfake?
That's quite possible. Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
Of course. I'll be there.
Thank you very much. No need to rush, there's still plenty of time. Just be sure you're there, please.
I should take a taxi to the courthouse. Yep, not surprised to hear that. On the court one to talk about the footage and probably try to push hard that's fake while Yagami knows it's real. Well, we'll go ahead and get right to it then. And we'll see how this plays out. I wonder if... Tokyo High Courthouse, small meeting room.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi. We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
Tokyo District Prosecutor, Sadeo Takano.
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder to light. The groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ehara got the court to accept his murder alibi by twisting the legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a detective.
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you, prosecutor.
My superiors always told me that in his youth, your Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza. But it was his sheer disrespect that made my boss hate him.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about Genda-sensei.
Because I honestly can't say I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting out.
I'll tell you this, there's no higher praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Genda-sensei was worried about Sari-san's career, but I guess he fought the prosecution just as hard back in the day. Ha! I guess Sari-san picked up some of that attorney spirit from Genda himself. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, if we can get back on track, can we confirm the defendant himself has agreed to the appeal?
Yes.
But if Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his alibi being scrutinized?
Ihara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Then what is he after?
Making a mockery of the legal system.
Then it'd be best not to pay him any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
You've got a real attitude.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to assert the defendant's innocence by establishing his guilt in a murder.
Wait, before we go on, who is this?
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he has a vested interest here. He's not here to participate, don't worry.
The police can't afford to be embarrassed any further. We need to send the right message to the public.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bando.
And your title?
Think of me as a kind of police coordinator. But don't let me interrupt the proceedings. Forget I'm even here. Please, continue.
Tokyo PD Public Security Coordinator Hidemi Bando. I think actually...
So much for this meeting being off the record.
Allow me to restate the prosecution's opinion to the judge. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin. We can't just casually introduce that into court.
Indeed.
Furthermore, if Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being a trap.
Trap.
Yes. What if the next viral video proves the original footage was doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day? We cannot allow a man like Ehara to swing the court around by its nose at his whims. With that in mind, I believe Ehara's conviction should be upheld and enforced. Would the defense care to comment? Did you think any of this through before filing this appeal?
Yes. We aim to prove the defendant's innocence no matter what your objections may be.
And what about you?
What do I think about Ehara's appeal? How do I answer him? Never committed sexual battery. Guilty verdict was wrong. Must atone for Mikoshiba's murder. Must atone.
Ehara has to atone for Mikoshiba's murder. I can't look the other way while a killer evades his sentence.
Come now. Is that why you're appealing? If so, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yagami-san, I understand how you feel, but being innocent of sexual battery isn't guilt for Mikoshiba's murder.
What? What?
We're only appealing the groping case here, so...
Oh, right. Then,
What is this nonsense?
Oops, that was my bad. So in this case, either the guilty verdict was wrong, or he never committed sexual battery. They never committed it.
we will prove Ehara's innocent of sexual battery. We have all the evidence we need.
You mean the murder video? You're no better than the public. You believe everything you read online. Is there any real proof that the video isn't fake? Or are you trying to set a precedent for court sentences to hinge on dubious videos?
True, the prosecution might have a point here, Yagami-san.
What? What?
The murder footage may not have shown Ehara-san assaulting anyone, but that alone doesn't prove him innocent.
Oh, right. Then,
What is this nonsense?
Dang it, can't believe I messed up twice. Okay,
Ehara's
wrong.
guilty verdict was wrong. We don't think there was enough evidence at the first trial to result in that verdict.
There was fiber from the victim's underwear found on Ehara's hand.
That was a trick. It was set up with cooperation from the victim.
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you saying Yui Mamiya and Ehara met beforehand? Is there proof of that? Was there perhaps any security footage we didn't see?
No, the station erases the footage from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ahara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV? Those don't prove the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know.
In security footage that supposedly proved Ahara's guilt, there was a big gap. What was it? Ah, yes, that was the point where they could switch.
Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Well, no. But I have been to Shinjuku Station plenty of times.
Then you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covering every angle. But if you went there to look carefully, you'd find there are some blind spots. That's Ahara running, while Mamiya chases after her. It seems as though the whole chase is recorded, but this area in dotted lines is a blind spot no camera saw. That's the momentary gap in time where Ahara and his double switched places.
The victim was running right behind Ehara. She would have noticed if they swapped places right in front of her eyes.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along. They were all in on it from the start.
Can you prove that?
We don't have to prove the defendant is innocent, Takano-san.
What?
All we have to prove is that the evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine guilt. Because that's the role of the defense counsel.
Indeed it is.
If the prosecution can't debunk any and all possibility that the train groping was a put-up job, then it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
The guilty verdict at the trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time, but it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway perv.
That is a statement I cannot abide. The law can't give the impression that a false charge is permissible, even for a subway perv.
Right. I take that back. I misspoke.
I do believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal court. If the court was misled by a hostile defendant, then only the court can correct it.
Thank you very much.
However, I too have seen Ihara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be brought into the courtroom at this time.
We can't use the murder footage to flip the guilty verdict. We can't even bring it to court. I believe, too, more than I think about it, the guy who entered the room was the one who confronted the vice minister. But we'll see if he does anything here.
Sorry, son. Think you got this covered?
Huh?
I'll poke my head in at the office later.
Very well, we'll be expecting you.
Bando-san, was it? From public security?
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you know Reiko Kusamoto? The vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
A rather bold question, isn't it?
It's just you and me here.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami-sensei.
Ah, at this point, there's no way a guy from public security can show up and not be related to Reiko Kusamoto.
Ahara's trial can't be that important to you. So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Kawana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because nobody else can get eyes on him?
Kawana, otherwise known as Yuki Takata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is, Please, do tell.
Wanted for murder? Huh. Because you know, I thought it was RK acting on your orders that killed Sawa-sensei. You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors. I did the same thing back in my day.
Then why did you use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that how Sawa-sensei got roped into this?
I'm afraid I'm not following.
No doubt about it, he's the one controlling RK. At the very least, he's one of the guys giving orders to Soma.
You knew it was going to be a dirty job from the beginning. That's why you couldn't use anybody on the force. Or maybe you just weren't able to find an underling you could fully trust.
That's a good one.
Public security's only tricks are surveillance and call tracing. You leave the dirty work to the thugs.
And that may be true, but it's enough to crush the likes of you.
I'm gonna ask just in case. Where is Soma now?
Hand over Kawana to me and there will be no more victims.
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
But he wasn't the one who killed Sawa-sensei.
I didn't come here to argue. I came to issue an ultimatum.
Wow, so an outright threat. Give up Kuwana or more will die. What's my next move? They're looking for Kuwana. What should I do? Let's plan the next moves. And we're back in Kamurocho, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll rendezvous at Genda Law office. These are probably RK guys, I would think. Or just street guys. One of the two, I guess. Still an easy 1100 SP, which is great. So I sure need a lot to get that next attack boost. Because even though I do good damage right now, I know enemies are still going to get tougher and tougher. Ijincho looks amazing, actually. Let's go.
Really, guys?
I'm glad when they drop a little bit of cash, too. Helps for my taxi fares. You know, I haven't talked about either that. I like it that they have it where, you actually go between two cities. Oh. Could they be RK? They're practically showing off how much they're watching me. Is this public security's plan to put pressure on me? Yeah, we'll just outright go ahead and fight them. If they will fight, actually.
And stay
Alright, got those two. Can we fight the other two? Yes. Let's go. Let's take them down real quick. See if that helps anything.
What a waste.
Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Oh, they're just roaming. Okay. I thought they were standing there watching too. I was gonna say, dang, they were really playing that out. Let's talk to Genda.
Hey, how is Prosecutor Takano? I've heard he's still miffed about how I treated him back in the day. I hope Saori-kun doesn't have a hard time because of that.
Oh no, she would have had a hard time anyways.
Yagami-san, was everything okay back there? That man, Bondo, I knew something was off about him. Is he one of the men behind RK?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He was trying to find out where Kawana was.
I see. That reminds me, Hoshino-kun seems to have heard some rumors about RK.
Oh, rumors. Okay, wonder what kind of rumors these
Hoshino-kun,
are.
did you pick up what the word is on RK?
Yeah. One of the bosses, Akutsu, came back to Kamurocho yesterday.
He's back?
He's number 2 in the group, isn't he?
Yeah, so he would probably know about Soma. Know where he is?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho, and Akutsu manages them. If a girl makes a lot of sales, or if she becomes a rising star in the club, Akutsu apparently gives that girl a bonus, personally.
How do you know this stuff, Hoshino-kun?
Our clients come from all walks of life in Kamurocho, cabaret girls included.
So to sum it all up, a popular girl has a chance to meet Akutsu?
Yeah, but this week nobody was getting that chance. Until yesterday. Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho. He must have been in Yokohama.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
But despite the risk, Akutsu still reaches out to popular girls.
Hey, I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
Awesome, Saori-san. If you can rock the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky. But damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time! I can't help it!
What the hell's gotten into you?
Are there any bars we know for sure that RK owns?
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago? RK recently took over the management there.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there, one of the original employees. Only thing is, it used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Hey, totally! I want to go too!
This is no time to be idiots.
Okay, well, Saori-san, you'll need the whole makeover again. I can take point on that.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
With Mari? Well, counterpoint, I think a man might know better what men like.
With all due respect, don't judge what you haven't seen.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh, am I about to step on a landmine? Should I just leave it up to them? Leave it to them.
Okay, I'll leave it to you, Saori-san. Should've just kept my mouth shut.
Believe me, I'm not one to boast, but I'm confident my efforts are in the best interest of the mission.
That's the spirit. With Saori-kun here, Genda Law will have its doors open for another 20 years.
True, and we've got Yagami-san's wisdom too.
All right, should we get on with the mission?
Let's do this.
Okay, guess we're jumping right on into it. There's still a little more time until the makeup is done. Should get ready to deal with any issues. Ah, okay, cool. Glad they gave a little pause. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of fights, besides just with Akutsu. Dang it. Who's got it? The only bad thing, really, about the fighting styles is you still only have so many moves you can use for combos. And usually you find that combo works really well for a single enemy or group. That's kind of what you use a lot. At least that's how I end up doing it. Ooh, 1,700.
Really, guys?
And the extra 1,000. 51,000 points? That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, no, I shouldn't spend them at all right now. Just focus on the attack. Is there any new side cases? Nope, just the one for the girlfriend. I believe it's for the girlfriend. Actually, I haven't gone into tender as Yagami, so let's see if they still offer any jobs. Nope, I can't even talk to either of them. Fantastic. Let's check the detective agency. See if there's anything there. Doubt there will be, but hey, worth a shot. Slick. After falling a few times still. That's okay. Ooh, there are jobs, okay. Saga continues. Ryan's rival appears. Opened up a dojo in Kamurocho. Rival dojo opened up soon after. Biker gang. Driven for my pet. Okay, so I think these are actually some bonus stuff. So this, it sounds like, will probably unlock the boxing dojo. Then this, I am not sure. Maybe next recording might make a little detour and do that really quick. This also gets us some good cash and 4,000 SP, which isn't bad. But we'll go ahead and stop this recording here, and when we come back, we'll probably do that side case while we're in Kamurocho, and then we'll get right back to the main story on Sari, and trying to get answers from RK, from Akutsu? Yeah, from Akutsu, second in command, on where Soma is. But anyways, hope you guys are liking the series. Definitely leave a like and comment what you think about this. Subscribe if you like the content. And see you in the next one. Have a great day.